Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Uma Musume Pretty Derby, I'll show you some of the gameplay. I'll show you what a typical game session looks like. Not PvP, however. But first, before we go in, I want to show you the characters here. And in the previous video, I got my first pull of Special Week here. And she's at 3 stars, that's what she comes out as. I awakened her 1 level, so you can see she's at 2, while many of my other characters are only at 1. But we look at her stats, they are super duper low. They're about 80 or 90, and then the max is 1200 that we see there. That's kind of odd. Well, let's suppose that I got these materials in order to, evolve her further. If I go higher and higher, I'm only unlocking more skills. And then if we go here, and if we get more pulls of her, and we unlock those, her stats do go up, but now they're only barely over 100. Where are we getting all the rest of these stats? I'll bring you back here. Alright, here I have a much more powerful version of her. She's got like speed 890, stamina 500, so on and so forth. Where did this character come from? This is where the meat of the game comes in. This is the true gameplay. It is leveling your characters, taking them through a play session, giving them more stats, more skills, and so that at the end you have kind of a finished product. And I say a finished product rather than the finished product, because if we go back here, we can see that I have like multiple versions of Shimboriru Dorofu, okay? And so what you can do is you can take the same base character through the play session multiple times. You can aim for higher and higher stats, or you can aim for different builds. You can build the same character, get different versions of the same character, but has like different skills or is good at different racetracks. So I think already we're seeing how much potential there is for replayability here. Alright, but I'll show you what that actually involves. This is this limited time event, the URA Finals. We can head in here, and then we can select a character. I'll pick one that I haven't worked on before. We'll do this one, Sakura Baku Shin-O. I'm just going to call her Sakura. But we look at what kind of races she is good at. She's best at short range and then mile-long races. So those are the kind of courses that they will select for us. So let's pick her. And then here we can pick some friends. This will also help us with leveling and stuff. It doesn't really matter who I pick. I'm looking for ones with like a good resonance, but it doesn't look like any of them have that good, so we'll just pick her. And then here, I guess we'll do the same. I'll just pick another strong character. We'll pick you, I guess. Okay. Alright, and then here I can choose these support cards. And then by choosing different support cards, I get boosts to different stats. Also, the different support cards have different skills, and so like these skills, I might be able to unlock those and then buy them during the course of leveling. Alright, I changed out one of the support cards because I'm not allowed to use a card if I'm using that character as my main character, because these are all like helpers as I train, so I changed that out. Okay, let's head in. And then I'm going to skip all of the story parts. Okay, but we start here. Get a boost to speed, power, guts, cleverness, types of tactics. And that all comes from the helpers, the friends that I chose in the beginning. Alright, but we can skip this. We can put it on like super duper skip modes. We just skip all the story. And then if you do that and you skip all of the races, then one session is probably under 20 minutes. And then the single session it counts as, or it represents like a 3-year span. And so you have like a few races a year that you join, and then you have time in between the races in order to train. And then we look up here, this 11 up here. I have 11 turns before the next event, and so I can take those turns to train. Alright, and then I got my stamina bar up here, this rainbow thing, that's very important. Next to that I have my motivation bar. As we can see, as the arrow points more up, the more motivation I have, and then the more bonuses I get to like training and then also races. So I want to keep that up in red. Alright, but we'll hit training here, and then there's 5 types of training. Here's speed, stamina, power, guts, I guess, and then cleverness. And then as we choose different trainings, we can see the stamina go down. And then the lower the stamina bar, the greater the chance of failure on these training exercises. So she's at full energy, so we can see there's 0% chance of failure for any of these training. But since Sakura here runs kind of shorter races, she probably needs speed and then maybe power the most. So hopefully I'd like to train those. But we also see in the upper right that there are helpers up here. And then they have gauges on them, and then the more that we use them, the higher their gauges will go. And then once their gauges are filled, they'll give us greater bonuses. We also might get events looking at them, and that will give us more skills. So we kind of want to choose the trainings which will have the most friends on there, so that we can get the most levels up on them. So although I don't really need stamina, it's better for like long distance runs. We'll choose this one so we can raise the levels on these 3 characters. Alright, turn off skips here, get a little bit of animation, and then we get some more stats. And we also raise the gauges of the friends up there. Okay, and then we get some story stuff. We'll skip all this. Okay, motivation went up, stamina went down, we got some more stats. Alright, so let's head back into training. Oh, and up here we can see that the turn count has gone down 1. Okay, so again we're going to look for friends. This time power and then cleverness have the 3 friends in there, so I want to choose one of those. Let's see. The nice thing about when Tazuna is in here is that she'll lower the cost of stamina when she is there, so we can see that this power costs less than these other ones here. But cleverness, this actually gives you stamina because you're not exercising, you're just studying. I think I want more speed, so we'll raise the levels on these speed helpers. Okay, stats go up again, we get more story events, and then I can answer questions, and then based on how I answer these questions, different stats will go up, or I'll get more energy or something. Let's see. We'll choose that one. Okay, so if we're choosing that one, our guts will go up. Alright, let's keep looking at training. Kind of a mix here. I haven't done speed yet. Speed's really important, so we'll go ahead with this. Okay, more story. If you go through enough times and you use the same cards, you see the same story over and over, so we can skip that. We've got 3 here, but 2's pretty good. I think I want to do this one, raise my speed as well. And then the more times that you train the same stat, the better bonuses you will get. So I think it's like 78 turns in all for a 3-year span. So you want to try to use as many as you can for speed or other stats that you like in order to get that as close to 1200 as you can. Okay, here again we have 2 friends in speed, so let's do that. Here we can see my energy bar is lower, so I have a 3% chance of failure for this exercise. But that's still pretty low, so we'll go ahead with that. Alright, success. Okay, more story events. Another choice here. Let's do this. Alright, speed went up. Good. Alright, here now, energy is low. So I'm seeing like 40%, 39%, 28% failure on these. So here, let's rest. I'll choose rest. Okay, I get back 50 energy. Sometimes I get an event as well, but we didn't get one here. Okay, here we see an exclamation point on training, which means one of these trainings gets a bonus. So if I do this one, I think the relationship bar will go up even higher for this character, so I think I want to choose that. Okay, power. We'll raise her power. Power is good if you are like surrounded by other horse princesses. You can kind of muscle your way through them. Let's see. We'll do extra training, sure. Okay, more story. Speed goes up, fine. Okay. This is Guts. I don't think we've trained this yet. And we have a lot of friends in here. We also have Tazuna for the energy discounts. Let's do that. Okay, more story. Okay, we unlocked a new skill there. We'll look at that later. Oh, good. We get an exclamation point from a friend here. But my energy is a little bit low, so there is a chance I might fail here. It's only 20% though. Let's try it. Oh no! Alright, so I failed, I lose a turn, I don't get any stats up. And then now we are in the nurse's office. Let's rest. Yikes! Okay, something bad happened and motivation went way down. So, in order to get my motivation up, let's have a day out. Alright, go walking down by the river. Okay, motivation went up a little bit. Oh, going to the aquarium. More story, more stats up. Motivation is still low. What do I want to do? The first race that I join, actually, doesn't matter which place I get. It's just like a debut race, so I guess we could keep training. We'll do speed again. Hopefully there's a story event which will raise my motivation. Okay, good. Alright, so it's the day of the race. We're in front of the racing grounds. Here we can go to skills. Here I have skill points that I can use to buy skills. And then the highlighted ones here are the skills that I can purchase. And then we can see the cost here on the right. And let's see what's available to us. Oh, and then you can, if you get more story events for a particular skill, you will get a discount in the price. That's what these 20% off, 30% off things are looking like. So let's see, first one here. If you pass somebody in front of you, your speed will go up. Let's see, this one here. If you pass in the later part of the race, if you pass 3 people on the last straightaway, your speed will go up. That's a good one. Here's a skill specifically for short range tracks. You will go faster on straightaways. This red one, this is a debuff. Let's see, other racers with the kind of run out in front strategy, they will get tired more easily. And then this one, this is for a particular strategy. Again, on straightaways, we'll get a speed boost. Let's see, for a different strategy, again, you'll get the speed boost on straightaways. And then this last one here, I guess it makes it easier to move to the left or right. Let's do this one. There's no restriction on it. It's just any time that I pass 3 people, then I'll get that boost. So let's grab that. Alright. And then we can go into the race. And here we can check the stats of the race. This is a short range, 1200 meters. Let's see, it is rainy, the ground is not very good, and it is a right turning race. You can get bonuses for going right or left. Okay. Alright, and then here we can look at our stats before we go in. And then up here, we can check my popularity ranking. I'm number 1 because I have the most fans. And then we can skip the race actually if we hit this left button, but let's watch. Let's go in. Okay, we can look at the other racers. These are all the generic characters. And then different races have like different animations for the title. This one's real basic, but you get to the later races, and some of them are pretty cool. They definitely put a lot of effort into those race animations. Okay, then we get a look at the characters. We get some of the announcement there. And then here they're showing the 3 characters with the most fans. And then I can hit this arrow button down here at any time to like skip through parts of the race. I could skip to the start, I could skip to like just before, like the last straightaway. But we can watch the entire race here. But there are 2 camera angles. This is camera 1, it'll focus on who's on front. Camera 2 is the one that's focused on me. And then I can choose to speed it up. This will do double speed or 4 times speed, and then this will also cut the announcements or the commentary. Okay, but special skills. There is a chance that they will come off or go off during the race, but it's not always guaranteed like when it's going to go off. Sometimes it'll go off like too early or too late to be useful. This was really good timing here. And if you raise like your cleverness stat, maybe you will get better timing with the skill going off. Alright, but we got first place here. So we get a special animation. Alright, we get the ranking here. And we got some more fans, so we'll go up this pyramid of talking about how popular I am. And then we get the rewards here. Lower left, we have the live event. We can watch the singing and dancing. I always skip this, so we'll just hit right. Okay, and then we get the post-race thing. And we cleared the first mission here. And then here, this is the list of missions that I have ahead of me. And so there will be like a few days in between each race. And as long as I meet the conditions, like top 5 or top 3 or top 1, which is very strict here at the end, then I can continue going. If I ever fail to meet one of these missions, I will stop there, and that'll be the end of my leveling for my character. Can't get any more skills, can't raise my stats anymore. And so yeah, you'll want to go all the way to the end in order to make the strongest horse princess that you can. And then those characters that I showed you before, the B rank characters, those are ones that I took all the way to the end. I was actually able to get their ending. But in order to get like an A or S rank, I'm going to have to awaken my cards, get better cards. I'll have to awaken my characters. I'm nowhere near there yet. I'm a free-to-play account after like 3 days, so B is the best I can get. But yeah, this being a free-to-play, well, mostly free-to-play account, I'm going to take it slow, and so slowly work my way up to A and S. I don't feel any need to get those ranks right now. Okay, so that was a look at a part of a play session. Again, in all this will take maybe about 20 minutes, and then I'll have my Uma Musume at the end. And if I wanted to, I could take a different Uma Musume, try to raise their levels, or I could take Sakura here in again, try to go for a better score, or try to go for like a different build. So yeah, this is a simulation game. Not an action game, not a strategy game. Okay, next video I will do a review of the game. That might be a few days out because it's going to be a big video, I think. Alright, thanks for watching and we'll see you again. Take care.